In this video, we will be checking out the Long Island Railroad morning rush at Long Island City. We start here at Jamaica Station, waiting to transfer to our train that will take us there. Here's train 39 from Montauk-Penn Station, pulling up to the platform in electric mode. You can tell due to the fact that it's unusually quiet, and if you look closely, there are sparks coming from the third rail shoes periodically. There are peak direction diesel trains on each branch that travel directly in and out of Penn Station on weekdays, meaning there is a one-seat ride to and from Spionk, Port Jefferson, and Oyster Bay if you can get on the right one. These all arrive in Penn Station at the heart of the morning commute at around 8:30 a.m. All other diesel routes terminate at either Hunterspoint Avenue or Long Island City, where equipment will be either turned or moved to Jamaica for trains later in the morning. And that's where we will be heading today. These trains are switched into electric mode at Jamaica for their trip into Penn Station. An interesting fact here at Jamaica Station is that when you look off in the distance, you'll find a Long Island Railroad MP15AC locomotive standing by, just in case for rescue on its own stub end siding. The railroad keeps one here in any other yard facility just in case any equipment fails. These idle 24/7 just in case they need to jump into action at any time. We'll see another one up close later in the video. And here's the train we've been waiting for. Port Jefferson branch train 617 to Long Island City. DE30 number 402 is pushing from the back. We are about to be passing Sunnyside Yard, which is the biggest yard in the New York City area. Not only is it where New Jersey Transit and Amtrak trains turn around, but both railroads store a lot of equipment here. Amtrak services their trains here as well, but has had to make changes to their operations recently due to the East River tunnels closing for major work. The Long Island Railroad has their own storage area that was constructed during the East Side Access project that connects the Long Island Railroad to Grand Central that opened in 2023. I was hoping to see a new Amtrak Avalia Liberty train as I've seen them here lately, but no such luck. This infrastructure right here is the old Montauk branch cutoff, which in a nutshell was used long ago by freight trains to run between the Montauk branch and Yard A without reversing at Long Island City. Yard A is a part of current-day Sunnyside Yard and was used by freight trains until the 1990s. Up until that time, Long Island Railroad diesel trains would use the cutoff to turn around as well before the LIRR DM locomotives arrived with their cab cars in 1998. I decided to stop here at Hunterspoint Avenue Station, which is just before Long Island City, specifically to see the construction starting on the East River tunnels. Amtrak is closing 2 of 4 tunnels at a time for major construction, to fix issues that have gotten progressively worse from Hurricane Sandy back in 2012. Amtrak and the MTA are currently fighting publicly over the closures, as the MTA wants the least amount of disruptions possible and prefers to close only one tunnel at a time. Amtrak does not agree and is proceeding with their own method of closing down two at a time. Either way, there's clearly a lot of work going on here at Hunterspoint Avenue Station, where the entrance to the tunnels are located. This station has also just seen better days in general. Comparing this station with brand new ones on Long Island, it really doesn't even compare at all. Hopefully this station sees an upgrade at some point, but with only serving peak direction trains, I don't see that happening anytime soon. And there's an old coach wash over there. When's the last time you think that was used? Let me know in the comments below. Both Hunterspoint Avenue and Long Island City stations are served only during weekday rush hour in the peak direction by diesel trains on the Oyster Bay, Montauk, and Port Jefferson branches. Due to this limited service, Long Island City is one of the least used Long Island Railroad stations with around 100 riders per weekday. Train number 7 is arriving, and that's what we will be hopping on to take us one stop to Long Island City. This is the John Butler Yard Facility Employee Crew Area and Yard Office. And there's another MP15AC locomotive standing by for rescue here at Long Island City. We'll go see this one up close in a few minutes. Long Island City is the westernmost Long Island Railroad station in Queens and is the end of the main line. The station has 13 tracks, but only 2 are used for passenger boarding, with one short platform being only 2 cars long. The rest are used exclusively for train storage. I walked around to the front of the yard where the tracks cross Borden Avenue. This is a good spot to hear some nice horn action, as this is one of the only grade crossings that I know of in the area. beeps of the horn as railroading jargon for backing up. This train is jockeying around the yard. There's that other MP15AC locomotive that we saw earlier. Let's get a closer look. The Long Island Railroad keeps this locomotive on standby, idling 24/7 just in case it needs to step in. It would be nice if they gave these MP15 locomotives a repaint, but I don't see that happening anytime soon. And that's going to do it for today's video. I was going to include other locations, but didn't want this video to be too long and drag on. If that's something you would have liked to see, then let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, be on the lookout for that coming soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you all next time.